Simon & Schuster Audio presents The Land of Enterprise, A Business History of the United States by Benjamin C. Waterhouse. Read by George Newbern.
Introduction. How Business Explains America. America loves to think that their country has been inherently entrepreneurial throughout its history, and that this nation's path to greatness and global power was laid by its exceptionally capitalist value system. We hail the mighty railroads that crisscrossed a continent and the technological marvels that defined the ages, from steam engines to automobiles to smartphones. Yet when we tell our national story, we tend to focus on disembodied questions of ideology, cultural identity, and politics. Too often we relegate business to the margins of the tale, as though merchants, manufacturers, workers, and bankers existed on a separate plane, independent of the major currents of our history. This book offers the opposite. It argues that when traditional approaches to the history of the United States fail to integrate the history of business itself, they overlook a key aspect of our national story that helps explain how the United States developed into the land it is today. President Calvin Coolidge famously remarked in 1925 that the chief business of the American people is business, by which he meant that Americans were notably oriented toward producing, buying, selling, investing, and prospering in the world. This book takes Coolidge's aphorism and expands it. The chief business of American history is business. The story of the nation is the story of business history. Sometimes it takes moments of disaster for us to see the links between business and the broader arc of national experience, and the financial meltdown of 2007 and 2008 provided just such a crisis. As the American housing market tanked, giant banks collapsed, and a global economic catastrophe threatened to plunge the world into a new Great Depression. People called out for explanations. Scholars rushed in, promoting research on such dry subjects as the history of debt, regulation, banking, and monetary policy. Thick academic books like This Time is Different, 8 Centuries of Financial Folly, by economists Carmen Reinhart and Kenneth Rogoff, and Thomas Piketty's Capital in the 21st Century, gained widespread readership during and after the Great Recession. Op-ed pieces, graduate seminar papers, and book proposals flowed from the keyboards of historians, economists, and others who hope to capture that rare academic gem, relevance, by linking their research to the crisis.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?